Good evening. Let's see if we can't break this 2700 this evening. I'm going to try and do it a little bit different tonight, but I'm going to try and do it with no add-ons except details and incentive. Everything else will be turned off. Actually, that can go off as well. So the only thing I'll have running is details. Now what I need to do though is I need to get another 2 gilded so that I can craft something else. So let's see what we can do. I need to fix a City of Threads and I need to fix necrotic rake. Now I'm used to pre-made group filter. Let's see how this works. Okay. And if we can't seem to find one here, we'll see if we can find a 12 on one of the other keys that I've got. I'm really curious how it's going to be trying to get to 2850 on the next season. The very idea of keystones no longer depleting is a rather lovely thought. And while I'm looking for this, I may as well quickly go into a follow dungeon and get some water. Instead of having to buy other ones, you might as well use the mage table. That's a nice little trick if you are a healer. To save you having to buy food from the inn or buy water. Simply just join one of the follower dungeons, grab a mage table, and leave. And that's you set for the evening. It seems like my daughter's getting attacked next door. I wonder if this actually works. I've not really used the basic settings. Okay, so as tank in certain instances, healer role available. There we go. I must have had the wrong setting set up. That happens. Right, the instance I really struggle with the most, necrotic rake. As soon as we get to the second boss in here, it's very challenging. So, got water, got food flask. Need to port over. Oh, I've not got my weak orders as well. Alright. I just have to remember which one it is, necrotic rake. I'm not used to getting into my Mythic Dungeons tab and just clicking on the buttons. But without weak auras, not really possible. This is going to be interesting trying an 11 without weak auras. What was my button for buff? No, I've changed that. Hold on. Okay. Now with the tank needing summoned, either he hasn't done 10s before, or his previous group wiped. And that's why he needs a summon. That means his portal must be on cooldown. And the hunter is still at Grim Baton, so he's at the completely wrong instance. I wonder how this is going to go. I'm rather excited about it. At the very start, I may have to actually go into my settings as well, because I'm not sure graphically how this is going to hold up with the new hardware. Bloodlust with Big Pack. Alright, I like his enthusiasm. I I just have to make sure that I put one of the casters on focus for kicking. Oh, no plater as well, so the basic target frames. I really do wonder if this is going to be a disaster or not. We shall, suppose we shall find out. I'm not sure why the hunter saying lust is up, but I can easily do it. Wait for him to gather. Okay, so we're going to do a big pull at the start. Please don't die in the opener. Please don't die in the opener. This is the only downfall when it comes to Death Knights. I think at the start, it takes them a little while to build up their runic power, and after that they're generally fine. Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. There we go. Spirit Link saves the day. That didn't go too bad. Already they had to commit one kill now. Okay, so Gatekeeper's going to be a lot of AoE in this pack. Defensives are a lovely thing as soon as it's casting this Wrath channel. There we go. As long as we kick the necrotic bolts in between the AoE, it's quite easy to keep everyone topped up. A bit of spell. Here comes the next AoE. We'll cover this with Healing Tide Totem. Well, that could have been a whole lot worse. See, when you finally get used to healing Death Knight tanks, if a good Death Knight knows what he's doing, it's still a bit of a heart attack, because sometimes the health pings all over the place. Generally, if they've got runic power and bone shield up, they're fine. Otherwise, whoops! Someone grabbed the spear. Yep, someone got it. Alright, most normally head straight for the boss now. We're going to clear extra and start up here. Again, the normal casts that go off, I'll be looking to kick Drain Fluids, which is channeled on one person, and it will stun that person for the duration. Later on, when we get past the second boss, there will be another cast that's done called Gore Splatter, which is a group-wide AoE damage. I'll talk more about it when we get closer. Oh, just engaged the boss, alright. Interesting. Normally there's more of a heads up. When it comes to this boss here, one person will be targeted with the debuff. If they turn it away from the group and use a defensive, I think if I got the defensive part, it's only one person that takes a dot and it's easy to out-heal. It spawns 3 worms, as long as we AoE those down. They should die nice and quick and give us plenty of room. As a tank here, the best bet is making sure there's plenty of room behind, so that the person with the debuff can move behind. Again, we're going to slow the adds so that people can make sure they don't get meleeed by them. Anyone that gets meleeed by the worms take a big chunk of damage, as you've just seen on the shaman. And it's normally not easy to get out-healed. But if you're too close to the pools behind, we can't go behind them. As you've just seen the shaman rage, it becomes difficult with the debuff. Again, slowing the worms and stunning them. The general rule of thumb here is just making sure that you focus down the worms when they spawn. Again, there's going to be one person marked with the debuff. As long as you move that just behind the boss, no one else should get hit with the dot. Okay, it's on the hunter again. I'm going to slow the adds. The main aim is not to get hit by the global of the adds. That could have been a bit smoother, but I have seen worse. %, we're quite low on count unless he intends to clear everything else on the way. Normally I try and have around about 29 to 30% here. Now in this pack, focus down the Necromancer, but try and make sure you get a priority kick on the Mage for Frostbolt Volley. As long as that one is interrupted, the group doesn't take a big burst of damage. One person gets marked with Ground Fate, which is essentially just arm healing on that one person and making sure that we kick the Frostbolt Volley. If the two of them overlap, as you just seen, one person normally dies. Or more. This next pack here, you want to make sure someone kicks the Marauder and do not face it towards the group as he cleaves. The Marauder will fear. And I'll focus the kick on the Necrotic Blow from the Sorcerer. This isn't actually as bad as I thought playing without add-ons. I was expecting worse. It's nasty not being able to see the group and their cooldown usage. So you're almost at the mercy of hoping players know when to pop stuff. Did someone pick up the arrow? Yep, they did. Make sure you avoid the green swirlies in this pack. And kick what you can when you can. If you get hit with any of those green swirlies, it pretty much one-shots you. Now I like to, as the healer, grab this anima. Someone else grabbed it. I like to have one of the anima charges for the next boss. That way you can prioritise the first spawn of adds, either using the Death Knight's Abomination Limb to grip them all in, or using the weapons. In this case the anima orb, which will silence any of the mobs. But now we're at the mercy of the group as to when they're going to use it. So fingers crossed. They really hit that tank quite hard. As you've seen there, if you don't get the kick, anyone caught within the range will be feared. Again, because of the last time, I'm going to focus kick the mage's frostbolt volley, because that was causing problems for the group. Of course, that's when someone else kicks it as well. That was a wasted kick, I'm afraid. As long as someone gets it, it's better than no one. I'm getting the kick on the circular mob, making sure that none of the frostbolt volleys go off. The druid's going to take a big burst of damage here. Now the individual frostbolt casts from the mage mobs don't matter too much, but the frostbolt volley definitely does. As experienced.
Your ascension is complete.
As soon as I can, I'll revive him. Oh, never mind. We're in combat. Again, I'll get the necrotic bolt. I'm hoping that the tank is going to get the fear. His health is spiking quite badly. As I said at the beginning, Death Knight tank healing, it's a heart attack in its own. They're made of definitely different stuff. Oh! Alright, what happened there was the melee got cleaved by the Marauder. And that's why it's so important that you turn the Marauder away from the group. I don't really want to go in here just in case. But I have to make sure that Xanath's affix gets dealt with as quickly as possible. There's a slight bit of RP here. As a healer, if you run up to the edge, you can have the NPC starting to talk. It means the boss will be active by the time we finish this.
Deny me the sky, then I shall answer in kind.
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us.
Just make sure you avoid the swirlings and then move out of the effect that the mini boss does. I suppose it is more like a lieutenant mini boss.
Your ascension is complete.
Perfect timing for Xanath's affix and the beginning of the boss. Now I'll make sure I prioritise kicking Amarth with the tank, and the group needs to make sure they focus down that interrupts the frostbolt volley from the mage. There's going to be two mages that spawn, they take priority, and as a tank you want to be moving the boss and the mages over towards the crossbowman. That's the only NPC here that does not move. And if you have a D enrage, it's lovely to use on the boss, because time to time the boss will start to enrage. Avoid the frontal breath that comes out. And after this breath, he's going to do swirlies on the ground that you must make sure you do not stand in. If you're standing in the swirlies, you will die. If there are any NPC adds left alive as he's doing his cast there with the green swirlies, you have to make sure you use a hard CC on the ad. Let's see what happens with managing these in the group. Oh, that was really, really rough. Again, avoiding the breath as it comes out. And if there's any mobs left alive, they must be hard CC'd or they will explode as these green swirlies from Final Harvest happens. I must say that is quite the relief. That is normally where pugs disband. Very, very rough boss for pugging. Sorry about that, I'm just shaking my flask. There we go. Alright, the corpse collector here does two casts. One is the stun that we've seen earlier, drain fluids, and the other one is gore splatter, which is a group-wide damage that must be interrupted by anyone who can. And we've got two corpse collectors now, so just make sure that we kick gore splatter as soon as it's cast and there's no group-wide damage. That's likely your only thing that will wipe you on these ones, because the drain fluid can simply be CC'd as soon as it's cast. But because I've already stunned, I'm going to have to use Thunderstop to get these. There we go. And so far so good. Again, Corpse Collector got him in focus for the gore splatter. One person will be marked here with an arrow. Your aim here is to try and make sure that you aim it towards one of the mobs so that they're in the path of the NPC that marks you with an arrow. That way the mob will take the damage. This is especially important for the next few packs. Again, one person's marked with an arrow. They'll be moving in the path of the NPCs. That way the enemy mobs take the hit. I'm going to help the tank out here with a slow, just so he can let his tenderized stacks fall. I'm going to put the Corpse Collector on, focus again. Interrupt the gore splatter. And normally we pull the other pack to the right here at the same time, but we have got plenty of time, another 14 minutes and only 2 bosses. We've got time to do this. Again, kicking the gore splatter, don't want that to go off. This pack doesn't do too much. The Flesh Crafter from time to time will do repair flesh, which simply just needs interrupted. Here we go, repair flesh, kick it. Because that's a channeled heal on the creations, the big mobs here. After this, 2 mobs are going to appear in the centre. They will do the arrows. Your aim here is to make sure if you've got marked arrow, you run through the other mob. Hopefully I can demonstrate that for you here. So 2 people will be marked and they must move through, or the tank must help them. Because it does a lot of damage to the NPCs. Now it's going to be morbid fixation on one person, which simply means they must kite the mob away, and then after that it's going to be the throw again. They'll try and aim to make sure that the throw goes through the other NPC and helps kill them down. When there's only one left, it's the tank's role to make sure that they stand in front of the hit. There'll be 2 more packs, one here and one over there, and then we'll have the boss. This pack is just blast the mobs down and avoid the frontal. The next one if you're close to the next big lieutenant mob, he does. It's a passive AoE that anyone close to it will take ticking damage. It's just a healer check that they must out-heal the damage. Gut Slice is the frontal. Just make sure you don't get hit by it. As long as you're aware of that frontal as DPS, you can just set your mind to 0 and blast it. Oh, no, he's not going to have a mob to hit, so quickly help top the Death Knight up. One person will be targeted with an effect that spawns a poison puddle below them. You can generally see who it's going to be on, and as a healer you can preempt the heal. So it's going to be on, in this case, the Shaman. You don't want to be standing in that any longer than you have to. He's going to target someone else with it. It's going to be the tank. And all you do is slowly kite it around the edge of the room. You don't want to be standing in the middle, because the boss happens straight after this. There we go, it's going to be on the Druid. It doesn't do too much damage, but it will start ticking you down very, very quickly if you stand in it. This is the boss fight. All the same effects you just seen will happen. The puddle on the floor, and one person will be marked with an arrow. When they get marked with an arrow, they must aim it from the NPC to the boss on the platform. As you can just see demonstrated, it will appear, then it will lock in position, and then you have to sidestep. And from here, you just DPS down the boss. The next arrow will happen, you try and make sure that the tank moves the NPC in the path of the boss, which will stop the fixation on one member as well. Because every time the boss is gripped, it will negate the morbid fixation and allow the DPS to keep damaging. Hopefully I've timed that right. There we go. If you time it right, you can tell that the boss was still down, but was soon going to be jumping back up. So the second arrow that comes out, you can aim it up to where the boss will be and intercept it. So again, it's on me. I'm going to make sure the boss is in the path. Morbid fixation, grip, and it's negated. It just stops one of the boss mechanics and makes it easier for everyone to keep DPSing. Again, it's going to be on me. It's the second one, so I'm going to aim it. And the boss would have jumped away, and it would have instantly hit the boss back down again. And now we're on the last boss. Every time the boss casts a shield, there's going to be pulsing group wide damage. One person will be sent down to deal with a mob down the bottom here. And there will be one person marked at the top, which you have to dispel. It's going to be on me. I'll make sure no one else is near me, and then I'll dispel. The last effect is essentially just Comet Storm, which is don't stand still, and slowly kite out the effect on the floor, and make sure you don't kill anyone. So the hunter's getting sent down the bottom to deal with one NPC. When they come back up, it's best if they move to an edge or a corner, because as soon as he's back up, he will drop an effect on the floor. Let's see if I can demonstrate that when the hunter comes back up. There we go. It's on the shaman. I need to make sure the tank moves away. Then I'll dispel it. Do not instantly dispel, because Comet Storm comes soon after. Like, the hunters just came back. Well, he's away again. Never mind. And that's how much damage the Comet Swirl will do to you. And that was simply one tick. You do not want to get hit with more than one at the most. The hunter came back up, and that was the effect that happens a few seconds after he's back up. So as long as you're near an edge, it gives you more space to move. Again, Comet Storm. The shaman's getting sent down the bottom, so it's his turn to deal with the at. Frozen binds on me, that's to dispel. Make sure no one's in my circle and dispel. The druid done that really well with his circle. It's going to be Comet Storm. Again, avoid the swirls. And then when he puts his shield up, I'm going to drop Spirit Link to make it a little bit easier for the next effect. Going to be on the Hunter. I need to make sure the Death Knight moves. And that was a lovely kill. And that took me over 2,700, so I'm really happy with that. That was a good run. All of that. Done no major pulls, no scary pulls. Just the one at the very start. And we still had 6 minutes and 11 seconds left. That was really, really well done. What FPS am again? 69. No, it's maxing out in Dornagar. Oh. Alright, so I've got one more that's not on a +11, and that's City of Threads. Not really had much trouble with that, except the third boss, the blobs and amalgamation. It can be quite rough and quite challenging. But let's see if we can get into that and see if we can fix that key as well. So we're going to change the filter, take off Necrotic Wake. I'm surprised at how easy that went. I don't want to jump straight into a 12. I've been hearing some scary things regarding them. I've never done one yet, and I've been told that the jump between 11s and 12s is quite something to behold. I'm very curious about that. I mean, I'll try and queue up for one just in case. But I'm rather apprehensive about it. I'll at least sign up for Grim Battle. I'm very confident on that one. I'll see if I can get into a 12 instead. See how much score that can give me. And that used to pre-made group filter. As soon as you click, it will instantly let you sign up to it. There's the little quality of life things you have, like the buttons for your dungeons if you've done 10s, these. There's a lot of things that's changed. They all add up. I can understand why some people would be dubious about taking a person who's never done a 12. And a jump from that, I have been led to believe there's no affixes, except everything hits that much harder. So your cooldown usage must be spot on. Especially with the score of the groups as well, 2761, 2739. But it seems like the natural progression course. I've done most of the 11s. It's time to put on my big boy pants and crack on with it. Oh, I'm sitting here daydreaming. I now have enough crests to craft the cloak that I was after, which I can very quickly do.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. My directive is to serve you.
I think I may have used the wrong reagents there.
I have an extended supply of goods for outlanders.
Okay, I was using the wrong ones. I do not want to use some of my rank 3s for that.
My thanks for your patronage.
I actually wonder how long it will take as a healer above 2700 to get into 12s. And if it takes too long, good thing I've got a cup of tea waiting. Although thinking about this logically, doing 12s without my weak auras and add-ons might be a bit rough. Let's make sure I've got all the grips on. Tick has tank. Dawnbreaker's a nice one to get. What else can we get into? A Cara as well, that's not too rough. Well, the only good thing about this is if this takes too long, it should give me time to craft my cloak, which I really need to fix. At only 619, it's on the low side. Oops, is that the wrong button? That's my bad. Again to 12, Mist of Turnasith. I like it with a Brewmaster tank as well. That will do. Just in time as well, someone's just fulfilled my crafting order.
My directive is to serve you.
Let's see if we can get this crafted before we go to the instance. Well, that's a shame.
Return and
You can always craft it afterwards. Someone left. I must have scared them away. Now, as a shaman, I will need Tremor Totem for this. On the first boss, there's a fear that comes out. If I'm running Tremor Totem, I can totally negate that.
I have many lucky do's you like.
Someone can craft it, hopefully if we've got enough time, so we're still looking for 2 people. That's typical Hearthstone, and straight away we'll fill the group. No! Gotta be quick.
celebrated my pride.
Armor, miscellaneous cloak. You should have put the right stuff in it. Present, set the minimum quality, and away we go.
My directive has been fulfilled.
And we just got to wait and make sure we summon. It was. God, what expansion was that? There we go. Shadowlands. You won't see it in party chat at the moment, but the Warlock is just requesting if we're doing a Warlock gateway skip after the first pack. It's very common to do. Depends on the pack with the double guardian. Yeah, there's a pack in here that really, really hits hard. And as this is my very first 12, hold me. Now, what he's referring to here with the Warlock, if you have a pet class, you can send your pet through the mist walls after the first boss and pull in some additional count. The only time you don't want to do that is if you have a double guardian pack. as those mobs get buffed for each mob around them and hit like a truck.
And now you learn the truth.
And this very first bit here, so many people make the mistake. If you stand in melee range, the mobs in the first pack cannot jump. If they jump to you, you get a bleed, which stacks. These spike claws, you must be in melee range of them, or you will die. If you see them jumping away and people's health dropping down, that's exactly why. And one other person will be marked with something called what is it called? I forget the name. Let's see if I can see it. Essentially, it's a targeted cone on someone that must be nuked down. And make sure no one drops too scary low here by using Spirit Link. Overgrowth, that's the cast. Anyone that gets overgrowth on them simply must be DPS'd free. I couldn't for the life of me think of the name of that spell. Now, unless you have an easy skip, in our case a Warlock, the Warlock can gateway through here and avoid this next pack, which just takes too long. The Harvesters here will do a Harvest Essence cast that must be interrupted. I am so used to having to deal with affixes, this is actually lovely. That was one Harvest Essence cast, and there's the second one. As I already kicked something, I simply committed my AoE stop. See, I'm trying not to do too much damage in this one because I don't want to get overwhelmed. Nobody kicked that, and everyone's health was starting to rot to nothing. As this is my first 12, I'm just making sure that I don't get too complacent and end up losing anyone. On these next packs, make sure you're not standing in the effects that get placed on the floor. And around 35 to 40%, they will start AoEing. So what you don't want to try and do is, you want to try and make sure you take one down to 40% first, and then the other one. Otherwise you end up with both of them AoEing, and the group will not survive. This here, Furious Thrashing, sorry, is 45%. Close enough. I wonder why that mage took so long to release her. That may have been a moment where he was destroying his keyboard. I think it's a small defensive here, just so that no one drops too scary low. Quickly rebuff and avoid the black swirlies on the floor. You can get away with finishing your cast, as long as it's a low enough cast. But you don't want to be standing in those effects any longer than you have to. I'll put the small one on focus and we'll be DPSing down the bigger of the two adds here. Avoid the frontal, kick whenever you can, and avoid the swirlies on the floor. Soon after this is going to be the fear that comes out. I'll have to make sure that I place my tremor totem. Here it comes. I do love Tremor Totem for that, especially when you use it properly. Embrace Darkness is a pulsing AoE damage on the group that you have to make sure that you keep everyone topped up for. Oh, the tank got discombobulated. That is not good, by the way. That was a big DPS loss that we lost that mage there. Especially at that crucial time. That was not good. That's what happens if you get hit with the frontal from Droman. Whoever gets hit with the frontal will be discombobulated and the aggro will switch to someone else, which usually results in a death. That was most unfortunate. Again, avoid the swirlies. Prioritize a ranged kick to make sure that the boss moves with you. Avoid the frontal. Or just get smashed. That works too. And again, here comes the fear, so Tremor Totem. And it's going to be Embrace the Darkness. So it's going to be the pulsing AoE damage that comes out. Oh, avoid the frontal. Try and make sure you don't get hit with the swirlies. And then switch DPS onto Ingra. It's most unfortunate we have lost 2 DPS here. This fight takes a lot longer than it has to. Are they going to make the choice of just DPSing down Ingra, or are they going to try and switch back onto the big one? Let's see. The split. And that's not good. I think they're deciding just to DPS down the main boss. As long as they can DPS it down before the AoE pulse comes out. Otherwise we'll get overwhelmed. Here comes the fear. Tremor Totem. And again, avoid the swirlies, interrupt the boss so that you can move with the tank. Here comes the AoE damage, Embrace Darkness. And we've got the last 5% of the boss to DPS down, as well as the AoE damage, so this can get slightly overwhelming. Again, we're going to avoid the swirls. Interrupt the boss if and when you can. Fear is not available to be used for Tremor Totem. We just have to make sure that we pick everyone up afterwards, because the AoE damage from the boss starts to get really crippling. Again, avoid the swirlies when you can, try not to die. Interrupt the boss. And avoid the frontal as well. More %. Here comes the fear, so I'm going to drop Tremor Totem this time. And avoid the swirlies. Wow, okay, that was youchy. Going to get back up for this. Okay, that's getting really overpowering. My goodness, that was rough. Oh, I can breathe again. That's okay, mistakes do happen. Okay, here we'll have the warlock pulling mobs through the wall. That way we're not just killing 2 mobs. I was honestly expecting this to hurt a bit more than it does. Now, I'm sort of worried that this is a false sense of security, so we'll see how this goes. Well, I say that and someone dies. I'm really curious if they're actually going to time this. The packs definitely last a lot longer than I'm used to on 10s. Oh, that hits really hard as well on a 12. I'll have to make sure after this pack that I sit and top up my mana because it's getting quite low. Now doing that trick with pulling the pack through actually saves a lot of time later for percentage. If you don't, you're at the mercy of the maze as to which packs you pull, and sometimes you can be really, really unfortunate. And you get really low count. We'll grab a sneaky wee health sun. Someone's got the add-on that allows you to actually input each of the marks and it'll solve it for you. Double defender pack. It's the guardian packs that are the hard ones. Now if someone's unfortunate to get marked with expel twice, their health can drop dangerously low here. Again, expel, that was on the warlock. It doesn't drop you down too much, but if it's one after the next, as you can see, it can take you below 30%. If you're not topped up fast enough, it will finish you off. I'm not used to having my wee chorus tell me which one's getting targeted for it as well, so it's a nice shock to the system as to who it's on. I need to drink, so I'm going to be sitting here. That way I'm at least marking one of them while I'm drinking. You find the odd one out here. We need someone on this one. So we've got 2 flowers, and it's the only one with the circle. Get a tender on focus for interrupting. And avoid the swirlies when they happen. Now this is actually one of the first teams I've had the pleasure of healing a Brewmaster, and they seem quite solid. I don't think I should be holding onto my cooldowns as much as I am, because without the affixes happening, I've got plenty of time between these. I've actually just realised the overall damage so far. This tank is pumping, by the way. So again, I've got 1 marked. Let's see, we've got a leaf. Tender on focus. Double guardians. This is a pack that can be really, really difficult. I'll dispel that circle as quickly as possible, lest I die. This tank is doing a wonderful job of this. I'll do a spirit link just to keep him nice and healthy. I'm going to dispel on the mage before he falls over. don't die. Don't die. Good stuff. That really, really hits hard on a tank. It's all because of that empowered abilities. So, again, spread out. That way everyone can see the odd one out. This one here, just make sure you avoid the frontal breath and you won't die. And as a tank, make sure you move it out of the pool that spawns underneath. That will heal anything inside it, allies or otherwise. That's the frontal breath. It is so strange to actually be able to use your CC abilities for CC instead of needing it for Zalata. Again, avoid the frontal. That shred armor really, really hits that tank very, very hard. Avoid the frontal breath. Well done, that mage. I thought he was going to get blasted there. Alrighty, which ones do I have to mark here? I will be on the Shaper. There's a double Guardian back again, so this will hit the tank really, really hard. So I'm not wanting to hold on to my cooldowns here and cause him to fall over. And from time to time this Stinger mob will actually jump towards someone and they need to be dispelled quickly by the healer. It quickly brings the health down, and if you're unfortunate and you don't see it fast enough, this one, it will kill you when it explodes, when it expires. You get plenty of time to recover from it though. It's on me, so defensive just before it hits me. Alrighty, spread out again. I'll sit and get some mana. Give people time to finish and find a solution. Oh, oh. Whoops, I thought he was running to that one. That was my bad. It's been the tank that's actually been finding it, and since he ran straight towards the one I was sitting at, I actually assumed that that was the one, so you know what they say about assumptions. I'll let you fill in the blank. Ah, this one. Again, we've got another Stinger in this pack. So someone will be marked with the debuff that must be dispelled. Again, it's going to be me. I'll just quickly dispel it. We'll use Spirit Link to keep the tank alive. These Guardian packs really hurt. We're going to dispel the mage. Make sure we keep the tank nice and healthy. If you're a tank and you've got a double Guardian pack like this one here, it's very advisable to use your defensives properly and roll them. It can easily overwhelm you at some point if you don't. I must say this tank is doing a wonderful job of staying alive. Well done, that tank. Alrighty, on this one here we've got a fox that will be spawned from time to time. All you have to do is make sure that it doesn't hit you, and if you've got a CC, CC it. Avoid the lines as they come out. Now, I wonder if they're wanting Bloodlust for this, and it There's a tank kick that needs to come out that can only be interrupted by the tank, called Patacake. The tank must interrupt the boss. Here comes the ad. I'm going to slow it. It's going to fixate on one player. Again, avoiding the lines. And it's 70%, 40%, and 10%. Guessing game happens, which means you need to find the odd one out. In this case, there's only one that's not got any mark, which means it's this one we all go to. We've got the foxes happened at the same time. That's why someone died. Oh, mage, don't die, don't die.
Your survival wasn't
Too
necessary.
focused on health, that was my bad. I'm up. Okay. Let's try and see if we can recover from this. Avoid the lines. I don't think this is going to be in time. Avoiding the lines. Nice timing on that res. We'll slow the ad as it gets spawned. Well done that mage. Good CC on the fox as it comes out. We're going to have the guessing game coming up in a second again, which means you need to keep your eyes peeled for which one is the odd one out. Here it comes. I'm just going to make sure I don't die here. It's been marked, so we'll all move over, and I'll do Spirit Link as well, just to make sure everyone stays healthy for the stacking pulsing damage. Again, avoiding the lines during this. Well done. Gonna add spawning. We'll slow it as it comes out, give people time to actually CC it, and avoiding the lines at the boss. Now, as a tank, it's very easy to actually miss Patacake that you must kick, especially when you're looking for the guessing game and you're moving the boss as well. A focus kick is very advisable in this. We're going to have guessing game coming in again. Alright, flower, that one. So we make sure we don't get hit with the lines as they're coming out. We pop our defences and make sure everyone stays nice and healthy. And hopefully no one gets hit with the ad as it's coming out. Evening. We'll slow the ad as it's there, give people time to react. Avoid the lines. And try as I might, I always try and aim which way I jump down here, but I usually end up breaking my legs. Oh, I didn't break my legs this time. Sweet. Okay, we're going to skip these with the what? No, we're not going to skip them. Okay. You can gateway skip and CC this pack, as it's not a very efficient count. Acid Nova in this pack is the AoE that comes out. It simply needs healed through, and if you've got a defensive, the healer will love you for it. People will be marked from time to time with a circle underneath their foot. Try not to stand on one another. As you see on my character right now, I make sure I'm not standing with anyone, and Acid Nova is going to take the group down to below half. Always best never to get too concerned about these debuffs. Just make sure you don't stand on anyone and no one will shout at you. Or they might shout at you if they just feel like, you never know. Alright, is he going to pull this in a double pack? this swirly that you see here, if you're standing in this and it explodes, you will be sent flying. So you see these swirlies are opened, and that other one was a fully enclosed green circle. The larger of the circles will knock you back. This one here. And this one. So, as my partner just demonstrated, that's what happens if you don't move from... Oh! Awesome! The tank just rolled to his death.
What? Monk?
Yep, it's a monk tank.
I love it.
Our boy just went, whee! I love it. So we just make sure the group has some slows down, some stuns, and we can see if we can recover from this. On all the keystone levels to do that as well. Oh, it's all happening now. I don't think we're going to time this. We're still quite low on count. And we've got 3 minutes to kill the boss, so I don't think so. That certainly doesn't bother me. I'm here just for the experience of my very first 12. And I must say, there are a few things that took me by surprise. But for the most part, it's not actually been that bad. Alright, where's the patrol? Or did we get that last time? Again, avoiding the swirlies as and when they come out. Using defensives if possible with the Acid Nova and kicking any casts that you're able to. Oh, mage! Don't die. There we go. Now, it's unfortunate about the timer, but been quite a few mistakes. Overall, a good learning experience. If you don't kick that first cast that you just seen me do there, the stimulating something something, all of the ads, oh mercy me! All of the ads actually get shielded, and if you've not got a Master Spell or a Purge, it takes you a while to kill them.
Sorry.
Evidence on the cam as well, scoffing the swedges. Again, Acid Nova, so I'm going to pop a defensive, make sure I don't drop too low. If I die, they die. Oh, don't get hit with that big swirly I was telling you about. Now, as it's a pug, and it's a 12, as soon as this timer hits, I wonder if we'll have any keystone leavers, which will be so unfortunate this late in. And I really hope no one leaves. But it wouldn't be the first time, I'm afraid. Again, the same effects that you have seen here, just make sure you avoid. And since we're just heading towards the boss, I may as well quickly explain a few things. There's going to be 4 ads that spawn during the boss that must be targeted down as quickly as possible. And generally, you stack up on the boss, nuke them down, and move away. The tank will be marked with Mind Link, and as long as the tank is at one side and the group is at the other, if the tank moves away, it will be up and then off as quickly as possible. I'll explain it during the fight and try and show it as best I can. At 70% and 40%, the boss, boom, he died. At 70% and 40%, the boss will go into an intermission phase, which does a lot of damage. You have to out damage the shield that gets put on the boss and use defensives at this time, please. Otherwise, you will die. Thanks, I said, try to stay near the edges as much as possible. Try and keep the middle clear. Otherwise, the whole area will be filled with green goo. Alright, yeah. Let's get some heroism for this. Avoid the green swirlies as they come out. Getting hit by one of them will kill you outright. Here come the adds I was telling you about. You want to try and make sure you nuke them down as quickly as possible. And then the tank will be marked with Mind Link. They move away. Here it comes now. They move away. And it will break. And then we can keep on damaging the boss. Every time the adds die, they do a small explosion, and a green puddle will be left below their feet. That's why it's important to stack under the boss. It just gives yourself more room. And here comes the intermission phase at 70%. Now, I'm hoping this mage will come in range because he is miles away. And I can't move too much during this phase. And that happens again at 40%. Again, avoiding the swirlies. As you can see, they move. Do not get caught daydreaming or you will die. Focus down the adds. It's on me, so I'll stay quite close to the tank and let everyone AoE. Here comes the mind link, tank rolls away. And it breaks. Remember, when the adds are just about to die, step away from them as they do spawn the green circles underneath. Otherwise, you won't die. So 40%, 6 more percent to go. You will see the next intermission phase. Again, adds, focus them down. Mind link on the tank rolls away. And it's broken. I drop Spirit Link to keep the tank alive, and here comes the intermission phase. If you've got defensives at this point, it is wonderful if you pop them. And that's basically the whole fight. Avoid the swirlies. As you can see, the longer the fight goes, the less room you have to react. And you end up being overwhelmed. It's on me, so I'm going to make sure that the adds can get nuked down. And that was a lovely ring of peace, by the way. Think I can't go that way, I'm afraid. Oh, that was close. There's going to be circles coming in a second. Let's see what happens. Oh. Oh. There we go. Now you do not want to step into these pools if you can avoid it, so hopefully I can try and do some parkour stuff here. Because even stepping into them will drop your health by a whole lot.
Only the strong.
After this effect goes off, I'm going to reincarnate. And hopefully pick myself back up in time. That is so typical. Just as the ad was dying as well. That was unfortunate. We were 4 minutes and 9 seconds over the time. But as my first 12, that was a good experience. I don't think the group was too happy about the wipe. But it happens. So I'm going to go for a quick break. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Right.
Okay, doke. And we'll be switching over to the bear, I believe. Now we'll do some low-end keys. So let me just quickly update this.
I want to try and do it you.
That's up to you. Whatever you take the fancy for, I'll see what we can do in the meantime. That works. I'll just make sure my UI is still in order because I set it up with a shaman. There we go.
That one's stuck.
That's okay. This gives me a few bits of fixing this. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. So that'll have to be on that button there. Let's see. I'll have to be on that button there. Where's my buff? There's my buff there. No, it's not that one. It's in that one. Alrighty. Okay, doke. How are you busy? What keystone do you have? None. Okay, let's try and get one. Because I don't think you want to step into my 10.
No, far, maybe no.
Inspiration. Thought I had a flask on this character. There's fucking spell, doesn't it? I do have flasks. There we go.
Oh, language.
Language, even. It's not Captain America.
On your left.
On your left, indeed. Come on, Steve. So,
What thing is it? The flower?
you use a flower, yes, earth living weapon. Earth living weapon on you, and then you use, yep, and then you use water shield and earth shield on you and the tank. But you'll have to move the position of your dispel by the looks of it. It's through my character frame.
The other one doesn't even see them, so I'm surprised it's even there. Are they on there that?
I can't recall off by heart. What I would do in your case is type /wa. Now go to healer dispels. It is loaded, so it'll be up there somewhere. And then go to load, the tab up top, and then tick never. And then come out. Do a quick reload. Because right now you don't want that over the full frame, that will just be nasty. I need to quickly move this as well, it seems. That's too far. I forgot that the chat bar gets moved at the same time as the rest when you're not using that. Okay. So, go and grab a key. What key did you get? It's an necrotic week 2. Here we go. Interrupt duty for you. Focusing on the mage mobs. And Amarth with me. Necrotic week. As sad your item level's that low, it goes straight to normal.
Sorry.
What is your item level?
5, 9, something?
I could be worse. I could be worse. Could be worse.
Worse if you can't.
Wipe.
They'll die.
Let's see. The hardest thing for me is actually remembering what's the word I'm looking for? Which expansion it was for the portals? In this case, it's Shadowlands.
What's ancestral guidance?
Ancestral guidance usually gets paired with Ascendance. I think you've got it on a macro. It should be on a macro. And it duplicates the healing and damage that you do to heal the allies. If it's not on a macro, macro it please. Okay, so remove the other two off the bar. They've got the exact same cooldown, you don't need to see them. So we'll take, well, let's just look for off meta again, let me see. Now you don't see, oh there we go, a marksman hunter, because that will slowly change to meta. And now we need a sub rogue. Not seen a sub rogue or a feral druid in the longest time. What else have we not seen in a long time? Shadow priests, you see them rarely. Demo warlocks.
Mm.
Devastation evokers, I've only seen 2 this whole expansion. Arms warrior, we had one of them yesterday. We're not taking on them. Oh, it's up. Oh, assassination. We're looking for off-meta people.
Yeah.
No, I want to prioritise mostly the off-meta because they don't get a chance to get in. That's really not fun.
Maybe you need to make a note.
I already have off-meta.
Maybe they felt
Oh, he's lost. It's a +2, not a +20. 634 with 2800 score. Control yourself, mate. I'm not bringing such a beast.
Well, you might be forever dying and not.
If it takes too long, I'll simply grab anyone else. You can port over, scumbag.
Well, world.
Yep. The only ones you don't have is Stone Vault and Dawn, I believe. No, you've got Dawn. Stone Vault and City of Threads. That's the only ones you've not got. Oh, I get excited. I thought he was Demo. I seen. Oh, no. I've already got a hunter. I'm not going to take a second one. Come on, give me a sub rogue. There must be one hanging out there. Or a Windwalker. When was the last time you seen a Windwalker monk? I see shamans everywhere. Yeah.
Makes it less likely to see yours.
That's very true. It's like the healer saying, listen, I've not seen any other healers what's happening. And you're the healing role.
No.
So.
People tell you.
Yeah.
Don't see anything.
Oh.
Don't see any bears in this expansion.
Yeah, you don't definitely think. I'll take it. No. It was affliction. You see a million palace. I suppose you don't see that many warlocks. Oh, I'll take them.
I like it.
Where's my busy bee? Where are you? You're back there. Ah, follow the green. I'm in here somewhere. And we'll summon the... Just go off in the wedges.
Orange.
I have to summon the hunter as well. Actually, I can't even target the hunter. You can make his own way here.
Like one. What?
Nope, let's go. He must be porting. I'm going to leave it with that. He's porting.
I did say hi, so he exists.
Oh, if he doesn't exist, he's a placeholder on the group. Rambo. Sorry for the noise, I'm just going to be shaking the flask. I've not got much set up except battle res, and buff. Should be all we need.
Select them.
Well, he can make his own way here. Oh. Good thing we've got a warlock inside.
In the world.
I got him. Click, please. Someone beat you to it.
Trying to find the spell.
You're doing what? You're trying to find your spells. Horrifying thought.
What's unleashed light?
You don't use it for PvP or Farseer. And right now you're playing Totemic, so you don't use it. You're Totemic, yeah. You should be. That's usually the most go-to unless you've got a million haste. You're Totemic. Most of your talents are okay. That one's questionable, but the rest seem fine. No plan with this, but you don't need that in this
I
level.
stole someone's spec, so I don't even.
Oh, that's cool. I can't do a ready check.
No, no DBM.
You're the leader. No DBM, no add-ons.
Oh,
You're the leader. Give me just a sec.
how did I do it ready?
I don't have details on for this character either. One sec.
Slash ready. No.
Slash RC.
RC.
And then after that, slash pull space 5.
Let's see if everybody's ready.
We're waiting for the hunter. See, it's a good time you used to doing this.
With a space or without space?
It's pull space 5. It's slash pull and then the duration. No, he's not here. Don't do it.
You said it was ready.
No,
Yeah,
do it again.
now.
Oh Lord, give me strength.
There
Right.
you go. No, no. Of course. Why wouldn't that
Okay.
work?
Oh, don't. First he's getting reported. And then he's being kicked. Remove the hunter, please.
What was he doing?
He was deliberately trying to break the key. Uninvite. Idiot. I have no patience for clowns like that. I mean, what's the point? Well, there's simply no reason to do that. Let's see what we can get.
Not a hunter.
No. Oh, Shadow Priest, there we go.
Is that right? Everybody is streaming when they calling people idiots.
Listen, if someone is going to act like an idiot, I'm going to call them out on it. Simple enough.
Oh, I made.
Arcane Mage. Alrighty. That's him being summoned inside.
Not that one.
I'll do a decent enough pull, so as long as we get the kicks and the interrupts should be good. Right, ready check please. If you remember how to do it again, slash RC.
Not me, you leader.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Why is he trying to invite someone else? Honey, just go. There we go. Key in, gung ho.
You learn the true
Let's see how
the void.
far we can go. I'm not used to having plater for this. Alrighty.
No, where are my
Where are your heels even? That's a horrifying question. Oh, I'm missing my bar in the middle. That's just as bad. Need to quickly do this. 1 sec. Sorry about this. Bars 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Whoop. There we go. No need to panic. Okay, we'll dispel that mob and we'll grab the gatekeeper and we'll grab the soldiers. Gonna be AoE damage incoming. Watch out for the AoE. You most certainly do. Here comes the next pack. Remember, each time the blight bags die, they put a nasty wee dot on people. Just out heal it.
This one?
You can, but it's not even worth it. At least in this level, it's not worth it. I've got the triangle. Same as usual, that's my mob. Oh, that's right, there's affixes again. I was so used to that on a 12 where there was no affixes. It was lovely. It was lovely. The first time doing it, and all of a sudden, yeah, I need to save my stun for the. Oh, where's the affix? Someone grabbed the spear? Nobody grabbed the spear. Honey, that's you. Grab the spear. We'll do the boss, and then we'll clear up some extra trash. Heroism when you can, please. We're going to mark behind for the debuff. And yes, it was that button, but I think the mage might have beat you to it. It's on you, make sure you're behind. And put in a slowing totem, please. Sorry. Earthbind totem. Can you use a incapacitating totem on the affix? Yeah, if you want to play shaman, you gotta know what your buttons are. No. Staying alive comes second. Buttons first. Okay, it's on you. Oh my. Oh my, that was not the position you put that, honey.
Technically, I didn't put it anywhere. He spit it out.
Oh my.
How's that one? That was a button.
Oh, we lost someone. Oh, it's a disaster.
What's that still?
So forgiving. He's lost his window when he up.
Tiny thing.
I wonder why. Right, next one, it's coming out on a bomber. Oh, we got a pack as well. It's all happening now. I love it. I'll get the Harvester's Drained Flesh. Oh my. Honey, don't forget that you need to keep up the Earth Shield on you as well.
So 5 stacks.
Yeah, 5's okay.
So, we're talking about.
And what's on every affix that comes from Zaratath, you can make sure you place down your incapacitating totem, which is your stun totem, which should take care of it. Otherwise, you can use thunderstomp. Thunderstomp, thunder shock, thunderstorm, thunder something.
Oh, I found it. Okay. That then.
Got to get the one last gatekeeper, and then we'll move on from here. Stone Bulwark Totem is your single defensive one. It puts a big absorb on you. Incoming group damage, so watch your totem heals.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the dot, just to spell it around 10. 10 should be okay.
Does it keep on going?
It does, it goes all the way up to I think 28. Could be wrong. If you can help with the interrupts on the sorcerer on the right hand side, please. I'll get the. I can't get the first one. And I'll make sure I get the Frostbolt Volley. Thank you. I'll get the one that does group damage. Oh no! Someone interrupted at the same time. Okay, here comes the affix, so prepare your totems. I can just hear the panic.
No. It'll happen.
That's true. Alright, so we're going to see if we can grab this. Refresh your Earth Shield on me, please. Remember that is damage reduction as well. And the healing from it is nothing to be scoffed at. Yeah. That's why as totemic you want to try and make sure that you don't use your healing stream totems until the damage has actually come out. Because at least that way then you can benefit from the chain heals. That's okay. I'm going to use the anima here. That way everyone's silenced. That's okay, we can use it on the next boss. No major cooldown. The cackle in the background there as if you're trying to desperately figure out what to do. Watch the healing in the Demon Hunter. Here comes the affix again. Good practice that you actually get that right, because a shaman can take care of the affix itself. Shouldn't have to, but it can. Watch the healing on the mage. No. Just afterwards it does a big of damage. Well, in a 2 it won't do a big poof of damage. That means your next 2 chain heals from your totems are going to be increased. It's called High Tide.
Not mine. At all.
Yours or your totems, it makes no difference. As soon as you drop a healing stream or healing tide totem, it will by default chain heal.
I'll be under.
Yeah, well, I'm by default always in a triangle, so. Taking this nice and slow, that way you don't get too overwhelmed when it comes to this. That should take you to a +4 after this, I think. Okay, I'll prioritise down the mage. If you can get the necromancer, please. Yeah. Listen,
Anything apart from that.
necrotic bolt. That's the only thing he casts for that when it needs interrupted. It's good practice though to be on when you're on the shaman that you're using your cooldown for interrupt whenever it's off cooldown. If you kick, it's one thing less that you have to heal. Grab a spear. Oh, you've still got a spear. Never mind. I'll get this first mage the triangle. If you can get the back one, please.
And what? Back.
The back one. There's another mage that's not marked. Thank you. I'll get the next one. Watch the healing on the demon hunter. I'm saying watch the healing on a 2, it barely tickles him. On a 10 it's like, where does health go? Okay. Sorry for asking. I'll get the big guy if you get the sorcerer, please. Necrotic bolt. I'll bring in these extra wee ones. Oh, I've just kicked the wrong one. That's my bad. I might get feared here. Oh no, noob bear.
Your ascension.
Here comes the affix. Take care of it, please.
Oh, take care of some.
Oh, if I turn this big guy, he's going to cleave people.
Well, not many times.
At that point, you channel your inner Scottish Duke. Wallop. Okay, once these 2 die, we should be good for count.
Huge. Good. I can do it.
Your Riptide has a chance to put you into Ascendance.
I'm not doing wrong.
That's why you're supposed to use Riptide on cooldown. It's deeply rooted something something. It's your bottom right talent. Now spot the chamois main. Watch out for the spikes.
Oh, yeah.
I would really wish that mobs stopped dancing with the tank. Because he's sort of circling here, me. He's getting a full eyeball at me.
No, they do that.
Get away from my bear bum, you. Okay, I will use the anima on the first set of ads.
Use the spear.
Yeah, use it now. Use it now. Do me a favour and get the kicks on the boss, please. 2 behind. Thank you. Here come the ads. As I was mentioning previously, just always bring the ads over to the crossbowman and then look out for the breath. Here it comes, get ready to dodge it. It is so bizarre to be playing without add-ons. The only one I'm using is this details. And honestly, it's a good thing that I know the boss mechanics off by heart. Because without DVM, you get easily overwhelmed. Don't stand in the green circles. Yours. Mine. Mine. The enrage. And here come the ads. You don't know. No. I'm getting a skull. Somebody else got a skull.
Right.
That's okay. That's okay.
Guilty.
That's fine. Could you... Oh, indeed, indeed. Someone else usually grabs a javelin. Do me a solid. Make sure you get every gore splatter that's done from the corpse collector. That's your kick as the healer. Yep, gore splatter. Now I'm going to take the other pack first. I'll get the triangle, okay?
Was there another?
Yeah, there's another one.
Okay, I see.
Good job. Green fluids.
Oh, found patch.
Interesting.
Oh, didn't do that. Brought onto the road.
That's fine, I've already got them. What's the drain fluids? I got it.
People tend to.
They do that, yes. They genuinely run out of health, and when they do, they hit the floor. It's quite unfortunate. Remember to rebuff, please. Oh, you've not even buffed. Yes, humans have a buff. Thank you very much. Slack Shami.
There's no real point in putting a total down.
Slowly going to drag these over. Get this gas, please. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Thank you. I want to drag these two over as well. Here comes Zalathas Twinkly Toes. Oh, I'm so thankful this is on a 2. Because it's going spiffingly. Oh, no, no, no. Let me get it. Stand still. Behave yourself, Warlock.
Oh, I got rid of that.
A repliff? What's a repliff? What? What did you get?
Wrong cat.
That's not a repliff. I'll get this gore splatter then.
Oh, I got it.
Oh. Drain fluids. The pleasures of someone switching to a healer they've never been on and a role they've never done. Where's my buns? Spellbook. No! Get out the spellbook. I got it. Watch your position, watch your position. Are they gonna get there on time? Oh, nope.
Oh, almost. Oh,
You took the gateway. Okay, watch out. We've got the warlock that's getting focused down.
what?
No, but then it's gonna. You have
I know it. Yeah.
Oh. You've been tanking too long.
Exactly. You just take the hat. You're fine.
Oh my. The things I have to put up.
Yeah.
It's a ghastly nightmare. Oh, travesty. Watch out for the frontal, please, just in case you're remotely close. You are quite. You're actually in the frontal range.
Not accuracy.
If you get frontal, that's up to you. I'm just doing my civic duty as a tank. Tank and spank. You got it?
No guarantees.
Just wait until this almost... Oh, no, I'm actually curious which talent you've chose. Give me a sec.
I don't know.
You have chose... You've actually chose the right one as well, so you don't have to wait until they all spawn, because it'll spawn a second one. So you have 2 stun totems. Just watch out for when someone gets targeted here, they're going to get a big green puddle underneath them. It's going to be on you.
That's not.
Yep. Now, as a ranged player, because the boss is coming next, you don't want to be standing in the middle, because that limits our real estate for the boss.
That's
Indeed you do. Be aware, the longer these creations are up, the more ticking damage that happens. So just be aware of it. Just gotta make sure we don't kill this fast enough. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, shouldn't. Yeah.
In position, and then you move. And you move. And speeding the boss. You spear the next one, okay? What did you do with the spear?
The other guy.
Oh, an Amarth, okay. That's fine. I'm just making sure. Oh, there we go. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Good. Morbid fixation, grip. Oh, I get gripped. Whoops. Fail. Oh, the bear failed. My bad. Did you see that? I even got footage of it as well. How to fail as a bear. So glad it's not high key. That would have been a wipe. At that point, oh my god, what happened? Healer's fault. Yeah, you do. You've seen us fight before as a healer. Just watch who you're dispelling and you're good. Don't. And you're good. Get ready to move. Same again. 1, 2, move. 1, 2, move. Let me dance.
Sometimes you can't do two.
Demon Heart's been kicked to Africa. There we go. Bye bye, fool. It's on the bomber. Move away. And dispel if everyone's out. Okay. You need to look at that point because you can't just do it. Avoid the swirlies. 1, 2, move. 1, 2. I'll deal with the affix. I love the range on that incapacitating roll. On you. Nope. And yes, you're good. The first time I actually seen the down phase when you get kicked away, dodge, was when I was doing this on augmentation on a +9. Oh, dude, you did. Wait, what'd you fall down for?
Nice.
It's on you. You're good.
Good thing I was good.
Let's pop the rest of my cooldowns. There's nothing else happening anyway. So 1, 2 and move. That was 1, 2 and you get smacked by a few.
Sometimes one goes too long.
There we go. See, nice and easy. Now I wonder if that person actually needs these. Let me see. 597. He does. There we go. Oh, the mage never even done his duties. Scumbag, he just left. Kick him. Oh wait, I can't kick him.
Take themselves.
Okay, okay. So, what did your key go to? And can have me nosy.
I don't know, but I'll probably have to go back. Or Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker, that's easy. Keep it as a 4. Yeah. Oh no, you struggle with the first boss's debuff, didn't you?
I don't even know what debuff we're talking here.
Burning Shadows?
Well, a lot of dead people.
I believe it's Burning Shadows. You're making me check.
Oh,
Dawnbreaker, 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 Dawnbreaker. There we go. First boss. Burning Shadows. That's so sad that I still know the name yet. Let me see. Where are you? You're there. Do a quick reload.
I'm saying I should probably do 2 because I don't even know how to heal people in AoE.
That's fine. Go drop your key and I shall sign up for
Yeah,
2.
I'm sort of getting out of my monk.
Where is it? Where is it? Dawnbreaker. The Dawnbreaker. There we go. Oh, you've been upgraded and no longer went straight to normal?
I'm not sure why I upgraded because I didn't get anything.
Because you first stepped into Mythic Plus. There we go.
No, I don't have done it. It's messy.
Ach, I don't know then.
And that must just be deadly.
That's what it is. No, it simply knows your potential.
Oh.
See? I really want to see a subtlety rogue because they just don't exist. Oh, there's that bomber guy again. You want to take him again? Okay, let's see.
Forget to do portal duties.
I better kick him. This is for. Oh. That's possible. Okie doke. Oh, we don't need an augie for a 2. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to refuse the Frost Death Knights because you see them everywhere. And I would love, absolutely love to see a Saltero. What's up? So, what do we want? We've got a Death Knight, we have got Mage, or Shamadan.
I like the name.
Troll Billy. Oh. In the meantime, I'll try and see if I can find out where this is. See, it's so different without your wee chorus, or within Dawnbreaker.
Whatever. Ugly.
Oh, for the most part, don't worry too much about it, especially because you can save quite a lot of them as well. And then craft quite a few things to 619. If you want quick gearing, that will actually be your fastest progression.
To do these quests.
Oh, the Demon Hunter again. I could take him, why not? Or is it? Oh, it was an Affliction Warlock. No! I'm at the stone ready to summon people, by the way.
No, but asking me to do.
Good sports. Seems like people are on board even though learning doesn't matter. Yeah, there we go. Don't run in, Demon Hunter. No! Stop, 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 stop. Oh no! He loved and left me.
Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker. I had my outstretched hand going, please help me. Oh, never mind. My efforts were in vain.
Yeah.
That's what I quote my Gandalf. Run, you fool! Prayers, helping next time. I heard denying a wizard of his staff. Ugh. Good old Grima Wormtongue.
Bringing people.
Yeah. Low score, low gear, off meta. Lovely. So we're all here. See how that one scumbag left me. Bah.
Was this almost as good as hijacking people into things?
No, that's a good sport. Right, you're getting made the gaffer again, so ready check please.
No. Apparently I'm ready. Fine, click time.
Right, we're all ready, so flash pull, space, 5, smack the button.
Trying to give him Hunter time, but
If you're doing the full rotation, it needs about 8 seconds though. Oh, you remembered your buff. There we go. See, we're on to a winner. I'll get the first kick, then just set something on focus to intercept it. It is bad if you go first, yeah. A perfect Tiffany, I like it. There is a dot that gets put on people that you need to dispel from time to time, like this one here. Yeah, you dispelled the other one, didn't you? Yes. No. That was a curse. The other one's a magic effect that needs to be dispelled by the healer. That's
I
alright.
can't tell them that. They look the same.
It will take a bit of practice to get used to. They look similar, but when you actually look at the effect of the debuff itself, they look totally different. No, not a case of reading it. One put a big circle below someone's feet. Once this mage dies, I'm going to pull it into the next pack.
Poor mage.
That's okay. He deserves to die. Interrupter, please. There's one mob standing way over there. There we go. Kick it before I kick you. Dispel him. Demon Hunter. There we go. I'll do it if you want. And hopefully, unlike last time, I won't fall straight through the boat. It does.
I like it.
There we go. Now this new hardware has actually made such a difference.
Oh,
That means after, yes, use your totem, stone bulwark totem, and you heal through it.
oh no.
Yeah, oh that one. Aye, that one. That is the thing, after a few seconds it explodes and it does a lot of damage. You essentially want to channel up a heal for that coming in, so that as soon as it wears off it goes poof.
Why do you do that?
It has a duration, yeah. It's so that when the effect wears off you can instantly have them topped. It's the difference between healing and actually being a good healer, because you can time the effects properly just in case they get hit with another one after it, and it one-shots them. That's like queuing up the heals. Okay, the bursting cocoon is on a demon hunter, so after a few seconds he will explode. It also does a ticking damage as well, so don't get too complacent with it. You do need to make sure they get topped up.
Not sure.
I tried to help where I could. Do remember the bleed is quite nasty here. You've got the dot, so use one of your totems. Stone bulwark. You have no clue what totem I mean, do you?
No, not me.
Right underneath Astral Shift. That's what it looks like.
No, that's fire.
I don't mean on your bar, I mean on your UI. I didn't have to shoot bars, you should know what it is. Liability.
No tank. Doesn't even go.
Right, so focus. This one here, you have to make sure that you dispel burning shadows ASAP. And when you do, drop totems to heal people up. Don't get hit with... Oh, this will give me a great test. Always during this, my computer struggled a little bit with the FPS. And nothing. Lovely. Incoming dispel on the... I can't see it on my frames. I'm so used to seeing it. No add-ons for the win. Here comes the next debuff. It's on somebody. Oh, there we go. It's on the Demon Hunter.
Want this spell?
Yep. Is 50%. You need to pick people up fast. You've got 3%, otherwise it's going to kill them. Okay, make sure it's topped off. It is. You want to make sure the absorb part of that is gone before you fly off the boat.
And otherwise, Right now.
It's all about just timing that properly, that's all. Don't hide your mount, you need that. How am I going to move? Here comes the next dispel. It's on Death Knight. Healing Tide Totem pretty much covers it, by the way.
No, I died. I'm just standing
Everything bad. You need to heal yourself.
there. Is that standing?
Nope, next debuff. It's on the Death Knight. So dispel them and then spam your heals. Remember your totems do take care of it as well. We've got plenty of space, don't worry. You can also use Spirit, oh my, Spirit Walker's Grace to heal on the move.
Your ascension.
Dispel. And then make sure you heal, otherwise we're going to have the debuff as we're flying. This is nasty, by the way.
I know. Okay, what is that thing? That's the third one, isn't it?
Should be able to release it. I'll just pull one pack at a time to let them catch up. Now, AoE healing, for some bizarre reason on every healer, seems to cause you stress, and I suppose upheaval is not much to it on a shaman. Between your surging totem, your healing stream totems, and your healing tide totem.
Right, so those are not mine, seen yet.
Then it's maybe an idea to do follower dungeons to actually prioritise. Doesn't matter if they take damage. That's not the purpose of the follower dungeons. It's to get yourself familiarised with your buttons. I don't mind doing it in here as well. It's just having a general idea of your buttons always helps first.
No one's
Which totem do you know? That's surging totem. Yeah, that's surging totem. That buffs your next healing stream totem. And your next single target cast.
Your ascension is complete.
No, they can't release, by the way, up until the point where the ads spawn, because it's still classified as a boss encounter. Remember, one person will be targeted with a dot during this. Do your absolute best to make sure they stay alive, please. No. I thought I'd start just incorporating this pool together before people start running away like last time.
I have to say something.
I've actually done it in tens and it's not been too rough. So,
You are for the time.
both. I've usually been the healer for it, so I've seen it getting done. Okay, after this we'll head back out.
There's a lieutenant in my house!
Your ascension is complete.
Dodge the frontal and look out for the AoE that incomes a few seconds later. So remember, one person gets marked with a dot at the same time. It's on the mage. This one's now on the mage, so he needs a bit more babysitting. Sometimes you can be unfortunate and the dot can come out just as you're flying away.
Yeah, I have that on my marker. Like, I still-
Oh, actually, that takes it down to 60 FPS there. I don't know where he went. So I think my settings are just a little too high because sometimes it drops down to 60. I don't mind changing that ever so slightly after this. It's an easy fix. Gonna bring the lieutenant in. Yep. Stone Bulldog Totem is beautiful. It's a minute cooldown, I believe I'm at 30 cooldown. It's a big absorb shield on you. Oh my.
Didn't even.
That happens. Don't forget your totem. Searching totem. Balmer's got the dot. Orbs on the Demon Hunter. Oh, this one's taking a while to die. It's on the Demon Hunter again. This next one is on the Mage. And the next dot's on you. You want to pop a defensive. Get into the practice of using a defensive. There we go.
What's he think?
We've weakened the Nerubians.
Why keeps on getting hit by the bar?
Yep, and it does a nasty, nasty dot. You dealing with the affix? I'll deal with it. You need to keep on top of that as a sham, by the way. No, you do. You keep asking what things are. I need more than that. I can't just go on, what is this? It's an instance. It's a Mythic Plus. It's a bear. What are we talking about? I need a bit more info, honey. Dot. It's tormenting beam that needs interrupted stand or CC. You can take care of quite a few with your totems. Dispel yourself. Okay. Do remember, never be sitting on 2 stacks of your healing stream totem. It does a lot of decent healing.
is complete.
Right. Killing the boss, I am not going to move.
Going here.
Well, it looks like you're on that side, so you might as well just stay on that side now. Oh no. Not sure why you used Spirit Link there. That's not the AoE that was incoming. Was that a fat finger?
Oh, no,
Here comes the AoE.
was the first thing. That hit the wall.
Here come the ads, make sure you're close.
No, big one.
Oh, mage. Oh no. The mage was miles away. And now he's got the orb. I can't get the affix when it comes out. You need to move, you need to move, you need to move. Don't forget healing tide totem as well, please.
Your ascension
It's on you.
is
Okay. Be careful with that next orb. Finish off the ads. Then we'll head back up to the boat. Jump on.
You've saved Merodon, champion. We'll drive the remainder of the shadow. Get these shadow portals.
I've pulled, but everyone should be slowly heading back up. I can get the finger out and start flying. See, there he is. You remember, 2 people get the stacking dot. It just needs a little bit of care. Some triage healing.
your ascension
Can you deal with the affix, please? I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh,
Again, as a healer. Oh, I've engaged the boss. As a healer, you do not want to be taking care of the barrels. It overlaps at the same time as the dot. And you want to be prioritizing everyone staying high on health. Oh, mage. Mage. No! Here comes the AoE. And it stays on us for at least 8 seconds after. So let's make sure everyone gets topped off. Avoid the swirlies.
Your ascension
You want me to deal with the affix?
is
I can deal with it.
oh. I'm wrong.
The AoE is incoming. Watch for the swirlies. And here comes the beam. My goodness. Like a green breath. Slowly trundling towards you. Avoids the swirlies. I'm actually going to change my graphic settings during this, because I wonder what it is. See if it can get fixed. Watch the AoE. The next barrel that explodes on him should send him scarpering. There we go. Because that placement of that wave is awful. Jump on. Where are you? Where are you? Everybody knows it over the side. There is the bridge. Where's the cathedral? There. So we'll go that way. Think. Same again, if you're on your ethnic tank, just apply your dot as he flies over so that you get bone shield up. Remember, 2 people will have a circle on them. You take a bit of damage, and then again once they move out of the circle. I'll try and help you with who it's on, just so you get awareness. Going to be on the Death Knight and the Mage. And then they're going to take additional damage when they walk out. Once we avoid these, it's going to be the AoE slowly incoming as well, so Spirit Link Totem can totally negate one of these here. Or the boss just dies. Oh, you got a Stone Vault 4. I don't mind doing an Arakara.
You've done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance.
Plus 2 Arakara.
Sure thing.
I was expecting someone to need that. Right, going to port over. You have this portal as well. I brain freeze with this, but
Aragara.
There we go. Yeah, it's because I don't actually have the Big Aura anymore. I have to try and figure out the right expansion, the right instance. No, it's very obvious that some Big Auras do definitely make a quality of life feature. Not needed, but
Yeah, right.
I'll take a wee marksman. There we go. Marksman isn't so great at the moment. I know it's getting a rework in the next patch, 11.1, and you'll see a lot more of them. Yeah, carry on. Everyone's getting summoned anyway, so. No, it's fine, you go. Go on. I'll see if you can remember how to do it. Oh, 1 out of 2. Let's see what we can do. Now, I genuinely forgot that I hadn't upgraded this ring, so thankful for that Demon Hunter for pointing it out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just, that's why I never done it. It's like 10 item level off where it should be. I just forgot to do it.
And now you learn the true lesson of the void.
I'll be going most of the way down. Ding, 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 ding. Yo. Come on, Yogi. I'm going to stop at these crawlers, okay? We'll blast these down. And we'll move on from there. Remember, you can utilize things like your poison cleansing totem. And your slowing totem.
What's that?
Earthbind totem. If you talent incorrectly, it's called Earth Grab totem. That's the root version of the slow. But you've got Earthbind. Yeah, Earthbind totem. I'll get the fear from the big mob. Feel free to get any resonating blasts that come in as well. Oh, someone else got it. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay, it means I can get that kick on that mob instead. You got the affix? Got it.
That's a run in. It doesn't go very well.
Something to practice as a healer because you actually run into that quite a lot.
Running and aiming?
Yeah.
Sky drop.
Now you, no sexist on the stream. That's a guy problem. I mean, if I had said that the other way around, I'd be getting slated and butchered. It's like, ugh, that's a woman's job. Can you imagine the turmoil? Slow, please. The drama that would cause. Now, this is the normal pull that I do because I'm going a different route at the very end. You can utilise your stun, please. Never mind, already went poof. Here we go again. Stun, 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 stun. Cheers. Oh, your brother one. I'll be able to get some of them, but not all of them. And I do remember you've got the AoE knockback, or knock up in this case, which can also be used on that. You just got to watch your position when you do it. AoE. I thought that was quite accurate there. What am I doing? Surviving your healing. There we go.
You've got your own here.
Oh, well. No, on my death knight, so. No, if that was the case, I'd have been on a death knight and all about Yogi. Can totally have our tunes Yogi Bear themed. Boo Boo, Ranger Smith, and Picnic Basque.
Your ascension.
You got this, or do you want me to get it? The affix. Oh, which is spawned through the floor. Good luck getting that. I've never seen him spawn through the floor before. See, it's a good thing we're not doing high keys. Bosses coming out like the Hulk. Smash! So, let's keep an eye on where the ads are. When the ads spawn, you can slow them every single time. No, you can. That's your job as a shaman. Slow them every time. So, here they come. Slow them. There we go. Alright, and remember to dodge the swirlies. 1, 2, step. 1, 2, step. That's fine. Boss is almost dead as it is. Where's the next one? Wrong position. That's fine. So here comes the next ad. Slow them, please. And with me being here, you should be able to switch and just quickly bust them down. Just trying to make sure the boss isn't too close to them. Get ready to avoid the swirlies. See, nice and easy. The last spawn of ads is just going to be so close. Again, important things to look for. I will get it by default because I usually heal. Is the webcaster, the revolting volley. When there's two, I'll get the triangle. Because you know I'm going to get the AoE volley, feel free to just interrupt any other cast in between. Alright, oh I'm sorry, I'll shut up then. I already did, wished. That's meat out. That's like, shut your face. Oh well.
Is that how supposed to be like? What do you do when?
What do you do when you go floating? Dodge. That means you failed to dodge. Oh, when your ascendance procs, you don't do anything. It just means that your heals duplicate and it's a wee bit extra healing for you. So it's rather wonderful for keeping people alive. Now, if it comes to it, because obviously you're doing a lot of healing at the moment, when the patch hits, if you've had your fill of it and you'd rather go back to tanking, feel free.
Yeah, my bear. Know where to find me.
Yeah, feel free, because at this point I will be taking care of either role, either it be tank or healing. It doesn't matter. Now, there's going to be one more web mage that's just coming in. That one's yours.
I'm dropping this one.
Okay, I'm going to try and interrupt it to buy you some time. Poison cleansing totem. Poison cleansing totem.
What button was that?
It's a green button.
Well, I had a green button, but that was the wrong green button.
A blimp! Any Hot Shots fans?
I was gonna say, sorry, not yes.
I just want to let you know, we're all counting on you. Okay, doke. I am getting... Which one? That one.
Your ascension is
I will not be able to help you on this affix. Well, maybe. I can do it. It's okay. Add daughter. No, as I was saying, if you end up just feeling sort of like you want to go back to the tanking, feel free. I will main the shaman in that case for what's to come next. No, I don't mind. So either way, I'm going to be getting my shaman up to 2850 first. And oh my, nobody kicked it. And anyone watching, that's exactly what happens if you do not interrupt the cast.
I don't see anything rushing up.
No, thankfully I've cleared quite a lot of them. No, I'll get the shaman to 2850 first when the patch comes out. That way, when we want, we can practice 12s. I'm saying that as if I'm 2850 now.
your ascension is complete.
I'm only 2717. A wee Barbie. Oh, see, normally when a healer reloads, they might want to tell the group first, especially because this guy AoEs. Oh, you got lucky.
They got lucky.
And remember, you're looking for the person that gets marked with a 4-second dot. Watch for the swirlies, watch for the circles. If you get charged, stand in the centre of the room and pop a defensive. Because what you don't want is to be standing at a wall and letting him smash you. If you stand too close to the wall in this encounter and he charges you, you get hit twice. Okay, it's on the bomber. Where is it going to go? Mages can actually blink out of this. He failed. No, that's okay. It doesn't do that much damage in this, but it's good to practice, especially that and a hunter. You see that big AoE on the floor? That big AoE on the floor was a prime example of what not to do. Watch for the next blue one coming in. Now here you can make it easy, just drop Spirit Link if someone's dropping low. Plenty of space. No, that's okay, there's plenty of space. Mage, what you do?
No, not enough. Hey, you put that in a terrible position. You need to put that more to the side.
I like to move with it.
Difficult and...
No, you don't. The grip should be at the left.
No, no.
The grip should be at the left.
No, no. People should be on that.
Now what happens if you're directionally challenged and left becomes right?
That's...
Your ascension
Affix is going to be over to this side. Careful, 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 careful. Oh, so you're saying the first one was my fault as well, was it? Oh, I see it now. Thanks, fault. See?
Of course.
There's no winning.
You told me. What the hero's fault, so I have to blame someone. Thanks, boss.
Mm-hmm. Bloody scandalous. Nah, I take a different route from you here. Because I've seen what this middle pack does to the higher ups, and oh my goodness. It's nasty. What I want to do first is make sure I'm moving before the slow happens. Otherwise you get caught and you're screwed. I've not yet found an accurate way to do this to avoid the next swirly as this tank. Unless I can sort of shift, maybe. Don't! Okay, let's not do that in high keys, because I would have one-shotted. Might be able to type in the small ads, vortex them away, and then safely shift. I'll figure something out. It's not like a demon hunter where you can just go, oh, jump. Yeah, I should really try my demon hunter with you practicing healing.
I want to.
No, it's a tank I've never understood.
I really like that.
Yeah,
Like a favorite time.
I've done Death Knight, Demon Hunter DPS. I really enjoyed that. But I've never done the tanking side of it. Oh, I'm rooted, that's not good.
Up there.
I'm gonna get hit, I'm not gonna avoid this. Don't want to shift, Oh my. I've got to find a better way to not.
This doesn't look like a very good game.
That was the patrol I pulled as well. If you take this slow, it's actually a lot safer. It's these drones that apply the slow. There's the patrol over there, I just have to wait until it comes in. And then we're just going to pull it across, and that should be count. Oh, I'm walking like a cripple. Yeah, that's also a downfall when you're using no add-ons. You've got no additional help in knowing what count you've got, so you sort of need to know off by heart. I should have count.
Not sure. No.
I don't have count.
No.
I missed a mob.
Yeah.
I missed a mob. Okay.
Ja, dat had ik toch zo. Tussen 9 en 10. Dus wanneer is het 10?
Okay, doke, just do remember to avoid what you can. And as ranged. See, with me and my bear, you can actually just ignore the small ads. I can take care of them.
Dat is maar.
You can with poison cleansing, but you really don't want to.
Waarom had ik het verteld?
Find a safe area, you're going to get sucked in. After this erupting web, you're going to get sucked in. Safe area. And then as a tank, you get plenty of time to go around and pick up all of the ads. All of the blood. Now, I should be dispelling myself, but I've actually made a fatal flaw. Because I've removed most of my UI, I don't have a dispel. I was that used to using click, or click, whatever you want to call it, click. After this next poison, it's going to be another erupting web and then a sukin.
Where's that one?
Now, find a pool, please. He died. Let's take a moment to mourn our fallen brethren. Battle res timer. It's not available yet, I believe. Nope. Well, he's in range of me. He's at the other side. That's why as ranged you don't want to be playing at the extreme maximum range here. If you do, you have range problems with your healer and they won't thank you for it. I do love being a bear for this encounter. The ability to take care of the extra little ads is lovely. It just helps people actually get down some pools. That way the DPS can focus on the boss. There we go, he's down.
Yeah, okay.
Quickly it is, and then we'll get the last one. I must have forgot one of the ones at the start. That's my bad.
Stop the blood piece coming back here.
Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna get stunned.
Your ascension
Oh, there we go.
is complete.
You got a 4 Dawnbreaker as well. No, I thought I might as well be nice and offer that. Listen, that is me finishing off for the night as normal, except for the Fridays. I'll be streaming between 7 o'clock server time and 10 o'clock. If you have difficulty doing keys, difficulty doing much of anything, or you're learning a new class or a new role, and you like either a 1-man or 2-man group that are willing to help you through it, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching.